So, an official statement about the cost of a traditional Filipino Christmas meal has completely blown up online. We're talking about Noche Buena, of course, the big feast that's at the absolute heart of a Filipino Christmas. And it's all because of one single number that has everybody talking.
And this is the number right here, 500 pesos. So the big question on everyone's mind is this amount really enough for one of the most important, most treasured family meals of the entire year?
So, how did this all start? Well, the whole debate kicked off when a representative from the Department of Trade and Industry made this claim. The idea was that, yes, a family could prepare their Noche Buena for just 500 pesos. And wow, that single statement, it just touched a really deep nerve all across the country. So why such a huge reaction? Well, it's because this was never just about money or a simple grocery list. This is about tradition, it's about dignity, and what it really means to celebrate together as a family. So let's unpack why this one number represents something so much bigger.
Right? I mean, that's the first thing everyone thought. Sure, maybe you can buy something for 500 pesos, but does that something even come close to the traditional, meaningful meal that families look forward to and save up for all year? And that, right there, is the heart of the issue. It's this huge gap between what's technically possible when you're on a super tight budget and what's actually meaningful to the spirit of the holiday. Just take a look at this. It really breaks it down, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the reality of that 500 peso budget. It forces you to get the absolute cheapest brands, the smallest sizes available. It's basically a meal of survival. But then, look at the other side. That's the dream, right? Traditional family recipes made with quality ingredients. A meal that actually feels like an act of love. Which brings up a really important point. Should we only measure affordability by its price tag? Or should it also include things like dignity and quality of life? The public reaction pretty clearly suggests that providing for your family, especially at Christmas, is deeply, deeply tied to this feeling of worth and respect. And look, to really get why people are so passionate about this, you have to understand that Noche Buena is so much more than just a late-night meal. It's a cornerstone of the entire culture. Think about it. This meal is a huge tradition. It's about remembrance, thinking of loved ones. It's a reunion, bringing everyone back together. And it's a ritual, connecting one generation to the next. This is way, way more than just food on a plate. So when we talk about what families really want on that table, it's about authenticity. It's about doing the tradition right. Families save up because they want the real thing. They want that Christmas ham. And this just says it all, doesn't it? The difference between ham and ham-flavored isn't just about taste. It's the difference between a true celebration and a compromise. It's the gap between honoring a tradition and just getting by. And it's not just the ham, right? It's everything. The spaghetti on the table, it isn't just pasta and sauce. It's supposed to taste like every Christmas you've ever had. It's the taste of childhood, of comfort, of being home. You just can't get that feeling by buying the cheapest possible ingredients. Okay, so when you put all of that together, the emotion, the culture, you start to see the bigger picture. The public reaction was never really about a number. It was about what that number implied about the real lives of ordinary families. You have to remember, this comment didn't happen in a vacuum. People are already anxious. The cost of living is going up, and so many families feel like they're not being seen or understood. There's so much pride in providing a good Christmas meal, and a comment like this can feel like it just dismisses that struggle. The reality of inflation, of wages not keeping up, the sacrifices of OFWs, and just the incredible pressure on parents. And that's such a key insight, isn't it? When officials speak, people aren't just listening for data points. They're listening for empathy. They're listening for a sign that their reality is actually understood by the people in charge. Okay, so what's the path forward? Instead of just getting stuck arguing about a peso amount, maybe it's time to have a better, more constructive conversation. One that shifts from arguing about cost to talking about real support. What if we looked at it this way? We could focus on goals like these. How do we help families get quality ingredients at fair prices? How can we make sure Christmas doesn't just become another test of financial struggle? And most importantly, how do we protect these beautiful, meaningful traditions without ever asking people to trade away their dignity? Because in the end, this entire discussion really comes down to this one simple, powerful idea. The debate was never actually about 500 pesos.
It was about a much, much bigger question. What do we, as a society, believe that Filipino families truly deserve? And so I'll leave you with this question to think about. If a tradition is built on love and memory and dignity, should its value be measured by its price tag or by the respect we show it?